Hello, seekers of wisdom and serenity. Imagine yourself walking through a tranquil forest, where each step reveals new secrets of nature and each leaf tells an ancient story. Today, we will explore together the profound mysteries of Stoicism, applied to our most personal and complex interactions, relationships. Prepare to uncover 7 essential warnings about women, based on Stoic philosophy, that will transform the way you see and experience your emotional connections. Stay with me until the end, as each point is a crucial piece of this puzzle of serenity and virtue. Shall we begin our journey? Firstly, do not be deceived by appearances. It's like a blooming garden that hides thorns. The true value of someone lies in their essence, not in their surface. Remember, serenity comes from seeing beyond what the eyes can reach. Imagine yourself walking through a lush garden, full of stunning flowers that seem straight out of a dream. Each petal, each leaf, is a spectacle of colors and shapes, seducing your eyes and hypnotizing your mind. However, as you approach to touch those captivating flowers, you notice something strange. Among the soft petals, sharp thorns hide, ready to hurt anyone who approaches without caution. It's a silent reminder that superficial beauty can be treacherous. Have you ever been enchanted by someone whose presence seemed to light up any room? That woman whose dazzling beauty made everything around her lose importance. In moments like these, it's easy to forget that, just like in the garden, appearances can hide more than they reveal. The bright surface can hide an interior full of complexities, some of them not so charming. The Stoics teach us to seek the essence, the virtue that lies beyond appearances. True beauty, the one that really matters, is in the depth of character and the serenity of the soul. It is a principle that requires practice and discernment, but that guides us to deeper and more meaningful relationships. When we let our eyes be the only guides, we risk being deceived by the superficial, like a child drawn to colorful sweets. Think of the iceberg metaphor. What we see on the surface is just a fraction of the whole. The true extent and depth are hidden, invisible to inattentive eyes. So is human nature. What is visible may be just a small part of someone's true identity. Virtue, honesty, and serenity are qualities that often remain hidden, waiting to be discovered by those who seek beyond the obvious. And even when we begin to understand the need to see beyond the superficial, a new challenge arises, dealing with manipulative emotions. And so we arrive at our second topic. How a calm sea can hide treacherous currents. Emotions, like deep waters, can be serene on the surface, but turbulent and dangerous just below. Stay firm and unwavering, for true strength lies in controlling your own emotions, not in being controlled by them. Manipulative emotions are like these hidden currents. They may seem harmless at first glance, but they have the power to drag us in undesirable directions. Being aware of these emotional dynamics and maintaining serenity is essential for navigating the complexities of relationships. Imagine a vast ocean under a blue sky, its waters so calm they seem like a mirror reflecting the serenity of the firmament. You feel the gentle breeze on your face and the salty smell of the sea, believing that nothing can disturb this calm. However, beneath this peaceful surface, treacherous currents move silently, ready to drag anyone who ventures without caution. Manipulative emotions are like these hidden currents. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where everything seemed calm and controlled, only to discover you were being carried away by invisible forces? In a relationship, emotions can be used as silent weapons, moving in the depths of daily interactions, influencing decisions and feelings without our realizing it. How easy it is to get lost in this sea of emotions. The Stoics remind us of the importance of maintaining control over our own emotions. Just as an experienced navigator must know the hidden currents and treacherous winds, we must be aware of the emotional dynamics operating in the shadows. True strength lies in maintaining calm and clarity, even when the waters around us begin to stir. Think of sweet words and enchanting promises that so often lead us astray. These words can be as seductive as a siren's song, drawing us to hidden dangers. Serenity and virtue must be our guides, helping us see beyond the honey that coats these words and discern the true intentions behind them. And so, even when we manage to stay firm in the face of manipulative emotions, a new challenge arises: sweetened words. Our third topic. But before that, leave your like on the video. It's quick and it will help YouTube recognize that our content is relevant and recommend it to more people who can benefit from these ideas. Ah, how sweet and dangerous honey can be. Imagine yourself walking through an enchanted forest, where every tree whispers secrets and every flower seems to sing a sweet melody. In the midst of this natural symphony, you find a small clearing where a figure stands out, radiant and welcoming. She speaks with a melodious voice, her words are like honey, and you feel a wave of comfort and joy as you listen. But remember, even honey can hide poison. Sweetened words have extraordinary power. They can make you believe in golden promises, as if the very sky were within your reach. Have you ever been lost in the charm of sweet words, believing that every syllable was genuine? However, as Stoic wisdom warns us, we must be cautious. Words can be a silk veil, hiding not so pure intentions. Consider the symbolism of sirens in mythology. They sang irresistible melodies that lured sailors to their doom. Similarly, sweetened words can guide us to hidden dangers, leading us to make imprudent decisions. True wisdom lies in listening with a calm heart and a clear mind, seeking the truth behind the superficial sweetness. It's a cruel irony, isn't it? That something so charming can have a dark side. The promises and compliments we receive can be sincere, but they can also be disguised weapons, ready to hurt us when we least expect it. We must remember that true virtue does not reside in words but in the actions that sustain them. Words can easily deceive, but actions reveal the true essence. And so, even when we manage to see through sweetened words, a new challenge arises before us: unnecessary dramas. Ah, how drama can be a dense fog, obscuring our vision and diverting us from the path of serenity. And this is the drama we will discuss in Topic 4, Unnecessary Dramas. Imagine yourself walking on a winding road in the middle of a valley. The landscape is serene, and the path seems clear ahead of you. Suddenly, a dense fog begins to form, enveloping everything around. Each step becomes uncertain, and the clarity of the path disappears, leaving you vulnerable and disoriented. Unnecessary dramas in life are like this fog, obscuring our vision and diverting us from our true path. Have you ever found yourself in the midst of an emotional whirlwind, where small misunderstandings turn into devastating storms? These situations, often fueled by unnecessary dramas, can consume our energy and peace of mind. It is easy to be swept away by this emotional current, but the Stoics remind us of the importance of maintaining serenity. True wisdom lies in recognizing these moments and choosing not to get involved in storms that lead nowhere. Unnecessary dramas are like thunder in a clear sky, frightening but often empty of substance. They can arise from small comments, misinterpreted looks, or even prolonged silences. Before we realize it, we are caught in a web of conflicts and tensions that obscure our vision of reality. Keeping a clear mind and intact serenity is essential to avoid being involved in these emotional storms. Imagine a tranquil lake in the middle of a forest. When we throw a stone into it, the surface agitates, creating waves that spread in all directions. So are the dramas in our lives, small stones thrown onto the surface of our tranquility, disturbing the peace we so value. We must learn to let these stones fall without creating waves, keeping our serenity and clarity intact. And even when we manage to avoid unnecessary dramas, there is an even subtler challenge we must face. Topic 5, Emotional Dependence. Are you enjoying the content? Then don't waste time. We have an incredible opportunity for you. Transform your financial life and develop a balanced and resilient mindset with the ebook Wealth and Wisdom, Stoicism as a Path to Financial Prosperity. Buy now and start your Stoic journey towards financial prosperity and true balance. Take this chance to apply the ancient wisdom of Stoicism to your financial life and achieve true wealth. For just $14.90, you can take the first step to transforming your financial life with this practical and inspiring guide, which combines ancient teachings with modern financial strategies. Don't let uncertainty and financial stress control your life. Buy now and discover the power of Stoic wisdom to achieve true wealth and financial serenity. Invest in yourself today and reap the rewards of a financially prosperous and balanced life. The purchase link is pinned in the first comment of the video. Don't miss this opportunity. How this dependence can be an invisible chain, binding us and limiting our inner freedom. Imagine yourself in a dense forest, where each tree seems a silent guardian of nature, and the ground is covered with soft leaves that cushion your steps. As you walk, you see an imposing tree with deep roots, firmly anchored in the soil. Next to it, a fragile plant grows, desperately clinging to the sturdy trunk to stay upright. Emotional dependence is like this fragile plant, unable to sustain itself, continually seeking external support. Have you ever felt that your happiness or stability depended entirely on another person? This type of emotional dependence can seem comforting at first, but it soon reveals itself as an invisible prison. True freedom lies in being complete within oneself, not in constantly seeking external validation. Like the strong tree, our roots must be firmly planted in the soil of virtue and self-sufficiency, not in another person. The Stoics teach us to find strength and serenity within ourselves. When we allow our emotional well-being to depend on another person, we become vulnerable to their whims and instabilities. It's a powerful metaphor. We are like a ship anchored to a moving island. We must be the anchor, not the island. True strength lies in our ability to be emotionally independent, finding peace and contentment within ourselves. Consider the metaphor of the bird in a golden cage. The cage may be beautiful, decorated with gold and jewels, but it still limits the bird's freedom. It cannot fly freely, explore the sky, or feel the wind under its wings. Similarly, emotional dependence may seem safe and comfortable, but it prevents us from reaching our true potential and freedom. We must learn to fly alone, trusting in our own wings. But even when we overcome emotional dependence, another challenge arises on the horizon. Topic 6: Unhealthy comparisons. How these comparisons can be an endless race, always making us feel insufficient and restless. Imagine yourself running on an athletics track. The wind blows in your face, and your steps resound rhythmically on the ground. Ahead of you, there are other runners, each with their own pace and style. As you advance, it's easy to start measuring your progress by the performance of others. Unhealthy comparisons are like this endless race, where focusing on competing with others prevents us from appreciating our own journey. Have you ever found yourself looking at other people's lives, feeling insufficient or inadequate for not being at the same level? This tendency to compare our trajectory with others can be corrosive. It's like chasing the wind, always unattainable and always leaving us with a feeling of frustration. Happiness and self-realization, as the Stoics teach us, come from within, not from external parameters that are as fickle as a leaf in the wind. Unhealthy comparisons are like distorted mirrors, reflecting an image that is never true. They make us forget that each person has a unique path, with their own challenges and triumphs. The true measure of progress is not in how we compare to others but in how we develop in relation to ourselves. We must learn to celebrate our achievements and grow from our own experiences. Think of the metaphor of the sun and the moon. Both shine, but at different times and in different ways. Comparing the light of the sun to the light of the moon is futile, as each has its own time to shine. Similarly, our journeys are unique and should not be directly compared to those of others. We must find value in our own accomplishments and learn to appreciate our own shine. But even when we start to understand this, a new challenge arises. Our last topic: purpose deviations. How easy it is to be diverted from the path of virtue and serenity by distractions and external influences. Imagine yourself navigating a vast ocean under a starry sky. Your boat cuts the waters smoothly, guided by a distant lighthouse whose constant light gives you direction and hope. This lighthouse symbolizes your purpose, the greater goal that illuminates your path and gives meaning to your journey. However, as you navigate, several smaller lights appear on the horizon, twinkling temptingly. These lights represent purpose deviations, distractions that, although alluring, can lead you away from your true path. Have you ever been tempted to follow an opportunity that seemed bright and promising but that, deep down, you knew was not aligned with your values and goals? Purpose deviations are like these twinkling lights, promising immediate rewards but often leading to dead ends. Stoic wisdom teaches us to remain firm and focused on our true path, avoiding distractions that lead us away from serenity and virtue. Purpose deviations can be subtle, like a breeze that slowly changes the direction of your boat without you realizing it. They can arise as tempting offers, well-intentioned advice but misaligned with your essence, or even as internal doubts that undermine your confidence. True strength lies in recognizing these deviations and redirecting your course back to the lighthouse, that guiding light that represents your deepest purpose. Consider the metaphor of the river. It follows its course, winding through valleys and mountains, facing obstacles but always finding its way to the ocean. If the river deviated from its path, it would stagnate, losing its strength and purpose. Similarly, our journey must be guided by a clear and firm purpose, avoiding deviations that take us away from our true essence. And as we navigate these challenges, keeping our purpose clear and firm, we must always be attentive to another crucial element: integrity. How integrity is the anchor that keeps us firm amid life's storms. If you enjoyed this video and found value in our discussions on how to achieve happiness and self-realization through moral virtue and serenity, I have a special request for you. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any new content. Each video is carefully made to bring deep and practical reflections on how to live a fuller and more conscious life. By subscribing, you will be supporting the growth of our channel and helping to spread Stoic philosophy to more people. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to leave your like. Your support is essential for YouTube to recognize that our content is relevant and recommend it to more people who can benefit from these ideas. And last but not least, share this video with friends, family, and on your social media. Together, we can create a strong and engaged community where everyone can learn and grow together. Thank you very much for your support and for being part of this Stoic journey with us. See you in the next video.